What's cracking, gang? What up, starter gang? What up with y'all out there, man? I'm back with another one, man. I was just vibing out, you know what I'm saying, listening to a little R&B. And for those of you niggas who think street niggas don't listen to R&B, you got that fucked up. Most definitely we listen to R&B, my nigga. On the strength of a motherfucker be trying to run from all that hard shit, that hardcore shit all the time. Everybody ain't always got to be hard all the time, you know what I'm saying? There's too many niggas out here like that, for one. For two, what's wrong with a little, a little touch of music, a little soul music, actually. You feel me? A little soul music. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go back into the music history, you feel me? It was always soul music way before the hip hop came along. It was always soul music way before hip hop came along. Nowadays, the thing with this music that we listen to nowadays, it's a mood setting thing, and y'all can't deny that, man. You know, how many of y'all agree with me and how many of y'all don't? If you don't agree with me, comment in the comment section. If you do agree with me, comment in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, man, you can throw on some music. Say you get into it with a motherfucker, right? A nigga owe you some money, right? The nigga owe you $200, right? Now, everybody know a motherfucker ain't gonna play about $200 versus $5. Now, we seen a motherfucker kill a motherfucker for $5 versus $200. You know what I'm saying? But any amount of money you ain't gonna play about, right? You throw some Lil Fo on. You throw some Ruga on. You throw some Lil Durkio on. You throw some King Von on. You riding out to that shit. It's a mood setting thing. You feel me? It's a mood setting thing. You feel me? Straight up. You throw on that took her to the you gonna feel some type of way. You throw that Lil Fo on, recuperate. You gonna feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel like you gonna be in that mood. But the moment a nigga throw some R&B on, everybody automatically assume you adjust to love. You adjust to romance. You adjust to cuddling. Not necessarily, my guy. It's soul touching music, honestly. Back in those days, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? You ain't have all that violent message that these cats was passing. And not to diss on the hip hop world today, you know what I'm saying? It's a young nigga world, and y'all hearing everybody saying this. So you let these young niggas take over the hip hop community. And I guess since that's what the labels want out here, and that's what the labels promoting and they pushing, you gotta let these cats have that. But at the end of the day, my nigga, y'all can't deny that back in the day, you know what I'm saying, it was some soul touching music. Hey, we all know back in the day, man, like when Gladys Knights and the Pits and Temptations was singing, my nigga, it was a more soothing message that they was bringing with that hip hop. That's when the Soul Train and shit was cracking. And it wasn't even hip hop, you know, forgive me for that. It was soul music. That's what I call it. It was soul music. As y'all noticed, we had the Soul Train popping. And then Don Cornelius died, and that shit went to somebody else, whoever got the company now. And the shit ain't going right. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I say that to say this. With this music right now, that we got right now in 2021, you could pull up on a nigga and hop out a car and do a drill. You feel me? You could pull up on a nigga and hop out a car and do a drill on him. You feel me? Guns to him, guns to his face and everything. And the moment the part on the song say, yeah, shoot him in his face, a nigga pop him in his face straight up. Just because the song said it, and that's the mood they was in, because they was also on drugs and whatever that motivated they move. Back in the day, my nigga, you ain't had Gladys Knight and Temptations pulling up on each other, doing drive-bys, hopping out on each other out the whips, shooting out with each other. You didn't. You ain't had Luther Vandross shooting it out with what's that nigga name? May he rest in peace. Damn, what's your name? Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. Not Johnny Gill. Gerald Levert. You ain't had Luther Vandross shooting it out with Gerald Levert. You ain't had Johnny Gill shooting it out with New Edition. You didn't. You ain't had Jackson 5 shooting it out with Queen Latifah and them or LL Cool J. It's just a different mood setting music that we living in, man, and that we caught up in. And the tables is turned in music. You feel me? Like I said, I was listening to some R&B myself just before, you know, I hopped on here and decided to bless y'all with my presence and my content. I'm listening to some R&B myself. Jamie Foxx, to be exact. And Jamie Foxx can sing. Don't get it twisted. It's a lot of good R&B cats who got that voice, who can blow. You feel me? Blow a motherfucker out the water with their voice. And, you know, I'm sitting listening to that shit, and it took me back. And I'm like, damn. I'm sitting reminiscing. I'm like, damn. I'm like, we ain't got music like that no more. We got R&B singers nowadays, you feel me, like Trey Songz, but you see the type of music Trey Songz make, you feel me? I know the neighbors know my name. And Panty Dropper, he making Panty Dropper songs and pussy wetting songs. You feel me? The songs that get the pussy wet. At the end of the day, the soul music back then when You had Gerald Levert singing to a woman that did make the woman pussy wet. They got that woman so emotionally wet, physically, mentally, and spiritually, that these young cats don't even know. That was gentleman shit. You feel me? That was real man shit. That was gentleman shit. And you know, educationally speaking, and that was gentleman shit, man. It was men out here teaching you how to talk to ladies and how to speak to a lady and how to speak to a woman. And nowadays we ain't got cats out here like that. We ain't got no real young niggas out here that know how to speak to a lady. These niggas so fast paced, which got these women fast paced, and these women only chasing one thing. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't a bankroll, they want a big dick. At the end of the day, baby girl, you gotta love who you got. Just like we telling a nigga, you gotta love who you got. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's the case with some of y'all and that's the case with me, but I'm just saying we all know that's the case out here in the world. You got people chasing that, and people only chasing certain things out of relationship, and then they get in a relationship and they use it for what they want, and then they get out of that. That shit dead, gang. You know what I'm saying? We living in the times where the people you dealing with right now, if you ain't got nobody, who you dealing with, if it's yourself, that's all you gonna have from now on until the time come in the future. You feel me? Until a couple decades later, because we playing on a different black top. We playing on a black top that's unfair. We playing on a black top that's full of jealous and envious motherfuckers. We playing on a black top that's full of relationships that's backstabbing and also just sucking out what they can get out of it and move around. You know what I'm saying? We no longer need that game, because as a black community, we need our people as a whole. You know what I'm saying? To be together. You know what I'm saying? You got your woman, you got your lady, you got your wife, whatever it is, your significant other, your spouse. You know what I'm saying? You got to work with that woman and bond with that woman, no matter what you go through, and no matter what y'all feel like the ups and downs is. Throw on some music, not that bullshit that's playing right now. You know, today, all that shit that's making you say fuck a bitch, fuck your bitch, fuck that bitch. You can have that bitch back. I don't care about these hoes. None of that shit, man, because that shit right there making you niggas run over a lot of trustworthy women. It's trustworthy women. You feel me? Out here. And some of you niggas is bypassing them because you listen to this one nigga, or you listen to your favorite artist, and that nigga told you bitches ain't to be trusted. Now you, being a young man who never had a man, probably a man figure in his life, teaching him nothing or guiding him or giving him the right advice. You know what I'm saying? Now you treating these women who actually loyal you treat them shitty. Shitty as shit. And now this lady, you know, she canceled all her love. She threw her heart out the window. So when the next nigga that's possibly, you know, fit her bill can be right, and she threw it out the window like, nah, because the last nigga dogged me, so I ain't giving you no chance, nigga. And some ladies out here nowadays in 2021, this whole nigga guards up high. You got a lot of young ladies growing up under these other ladies that they watching and mimicking and looking up to and, you know, inspired by. And they watching what they do, and they like, damn, that's the way to go. Because I see she got fucked once, so that mean ain't no nigga trustworthy. And they put all these niggas in the category. Gang, y'all got to stop doing that as a black community. Fuck anybody else. Right now, I'm just speaking of us right now. At the end of the day, everybody else pretty much got it down pat. And that's no disrespect to all you other races. You feel what I'm saying? It's no disrespect, but I'm just talking to my race right now. At the end of the day, we the ones that got to come together, because we the niggas who going out of our race dating and figuring, hey, yo, it's way better. When all women is equal, all men is equal. My nigga, we all got the same 24 hours. We all got the same 365 days a year. We all got the same opportunities everybody else got. I know what y'all saying with the white privilege and all that extra shit, but if you put that shit to the side and you think about the opportunities you got and the options you got and the choices you got and the decisions you make, you will understand what the fuck I'm talking about. See, a lot of people that watch this video ain't gonna even get it. But at the end of the day, I understand, and the people that do understand know. If you know, you know. If you don't, oh well. You know, and that goes to say, like, bro, you know, like, I was listening to that music and it showed me, bro, like the music that I used to listen to, the R&B shit off of 98.3 and all the other old school channels that play the old Gladys Knights and play the old Luther Vandross and the old Gerald Leverts and the old Roberta Flack and Danny Hathaway and all that. You know what I'm saying? I might be saying the names wrong, so forgive me if I am. But y'all know some of the old school people I'm naming. You know, that shit right there, that music right there was actually mood setting for a greater mood. It was actually putting us in a mood to understand, like, yo, loving is love, and it's okay to love. Caring is caring, it's okay to care. You know what I'm saying? Having a wife is okay. You feel me? Like, nowadays, we got shit that make it, yo, you get a wife, that ain't cool. Like, my nigga, stop it. You gotta have somebody that had your back. You don't want to be flipping and flopping to bitch after bitch. Or if you a girl, you don't want to be hopping dick after dick. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who to trust. You don't know who really got your back. End of the day, you keep bouncing around like that. Some of these motherfuckers is 9 times out of 10 using you, and you gotta recognize that. So that's why I said, like, y'all gotta start going back to y'all ancestor times, my nigga. Not even that far back, but just digging back and reflect. You know what I'm saying? And remember who you is, and remember where you came from, and start recognizing, like, this shit right now today ain't it. This shit right now today ain't it, gang. You know, you might be about it, but life ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, we got to make better decisions and choices. And plus, we trying to raise a future, a generation of future youngins, young intelligent motherfuckers, geniuses, smart ones. You know what I'm saying? Some art geniuses, some math geniuses, some science geniuses, some geological geniuses, some environmental geniuses, some, you know what I'm saying, science geniuses, some social study geniuses, some history geniuses. And we got to actually focus on creating that, because the shit we doing right now, my nigga, is setting a fucked up trend out here. I don't give a fuck what nobody told you. It's a fucked up trend, man. State to state, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Ain't nobody paying attention about that, because everybody is so self confined. Everybody is so for themselves. Everybody is not for others no more. Everybody like, fuck you, nigga, you gotta get it how you live. And until you got it how you live, I ain't gonna fuck with you. If y'all notice that, don't nobody wanna fuck with nobody unless they got something. But the something they got gotta be over 30%. You feel me? You can have a car, but a motherfucker only fuck with you if your car is foreign, or if your car is like a popular name. You can have clothes, but a motherfucker only really fuck with you if your clothes popular, or if you wearing the best of the best shit, or if you shopping every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit weird to me, man. There's a lot of fluky shit going on, and that shit wasn't happening when I was coming up. That show you how the world changing, my nigga, rapidly. And somebody got to be a stop to that shit, bro. Somebody got to stand up and speak on that shit. Like, bro, whatever happened to the old morals and values? Ain't nobody resorting to that no more. If you ask me, ain't nobody resorting to it no more. Everybody's so accepting of everything. I'm seeing shit that people accepting nowadays that wasn't cool back in the days, man. I'm seeing it. You know, that's like they say, nothing under the sun is new, and that's true. Ain't nothing under the sun new. But at the end of the day, ain't gotta be a full of motherfuckers under the sun following either. It's a bunch of followers, man, my nigga. It's a bunch of followers out here, state to state. Guaranteed, you can see it. From clothing trend to gun trend to a smoking trend. You see, like, everybody went from what, smoking regular switches and Octomos and Woods and Dutches to, I mean, not Woods, but Dutches and White Owls to smoking Woods, my nigga. To smoking Woods, my nigga. You see me get on this YouTube, I pop out the bong ASAP. You see me with a regular blunt every once in a while. You see me pop out the bong ASAP, different head pieces and shit like that, you feel me? Switching it up like that. You see me with a blunt every once in a while, like I said. But you do not see me following the trend, my nigga. I ain't on this motherfucker rolling no fat ass wood. I be seeing a lot of motherfuckers roll woods. Not on here though, not on the tube, but I'm saying in general, you don't see me following that trend. And I think that's the problem. It's a lot of followers out here, my nigga. It ain't no leaders no more, my nigga. Everybody want to follow the next man. That's why everybody dick riding. That's why everybody click hopping. That's why everybody hood hopping, and this shit crazy. Now y'all got this shit leaking into the industry. It went from the streets to the industry, and the only reason it went from the streets to the industry because the niggas in the industry come straight from the streets. They got to get found, and they got to get signed, and they got to get marketed and promoted. And, you know, with that being said, they bring their transferable skills, which is their street skills, into the industry, my nigga, and they publicize that, and they put that shit all over the world, and everybody pick up on every artist individual little aspects about them and little characteristic points about them all around the world. Kids and adults pick up on it. There's even adults out here who haven't even figured themselves out yet, acting like a rapper, acting like some motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, who big and popular. Come on, gang, be yourself. Be yourself at the end of the day. Hey, look, I ain't gonna sit all day. I already gave y'all like 14 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gave me 14 minutes of y'all time, so I'm gonna end this one right here. But y'all get the picture and y'all get the message of what I'm trying to say, man. At the end of the day, man, y'all gotta watch who you surround yourself around, and you gotta watch your circle. You know what I'm saying? Because they possibly can hurt you, so you gotta be extra cool and careful and be mindful of your surroundings and your environment, gang. And you know what I'm saying? And just be wise and keep your mouth shut. You got 2 ears for a reason. Listen more than you talk, gang. Hey, until the next video. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And to my subscribers, man, that fuck with me, I love y'all to death, man. Y'all stay safe out there. It's all love, nothing but love from me, man, to you. Hey, hit that like and that share button and that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop a vid, man. Until the next video, Carnage Slaughter is out, gang. Love.